Hello everyone, Ollie here from 𝕬𝕠 Cinema, and got NerdTube here.
Oh, people on the internet.
And we actually just got done watching Evil Dead 2013. Obviously I've uploaded the Army of Darkness review, which NerdTube was also featured in. And we shared our thoughts on that. We didn't watch Army of Darkness together. We watched it last night separately. But we watched this, and hopefully if we have time, we're going to watch and review Evil Dead Rise as well. But that'll be in the next video. So, Evil Dead 2013. I think NerdTube's going to share his thoughts first, because I think he has a lot to say. We didn't think we need to say any before thoughts, because there's not really too much to really say. So now that we've watched the 2013 film, yeah, we're going to share our thoughts. So take it away.
Okay. I'm going to try and start with the positives here. So, practical effects are good. Cinematography's neat. The atmosphere was very good. I thought it established like what the film was supposedly supposed to be. That's pretty much all the positives I have. That's it. This entire film is a fucking mess. And I'm saying this because I have this rule. Because like if like a franchise is like the first, second, maybe third film, I can be more forgiving, because that's where it's trying to find its footing. This is the fourth film in the entire Evil Dead franchise. It is supposed to have a story. The most important aspect of any film is the story and the script. The script was fucking terrible. The characters were obnoxious, omniversally stupid, to the point where it broke my immersion in the film, and I just did not care. I felt nothing. There was no tension. The only thing that I suppose I got out of joy out of it was like some of the shit that just me and Ollie bursted out laughing against. And I'm saying this because like it's hilariously bad, because it's just so stupid and awful. Because there were like two moments in the film that just we bursted out laughing. Just oh my god. Okay, so what the reason why I look like this is because me and Ollie just found out about the most ridiculous fucking thing in this film. As if my sanity couldn't be deprived enough, we just found something out. So basically, what was happening is that the dog's gone missing. One of the main characters is like trying to look out for him. Now, I want you to guess what the dog's fucking name is. I fucking dare you. Just guess. Just don't think. Just guess what it is on the top of your head.
Right. Subtitles.
It's fucking Grandpa! What the fuck? Who names their dog that? I understand that some people give dogs some ridiculous names, but Grandpa? Imagine like someone on a beach or in the woods and they just go like, Grandpa, come here. Come here. And like everyone on the fucking field would think like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who's Grandpa? Why would you call your grandpa this? And like they're not going to know what you're talking about because your dog's named Grandpa. And then the second thing we just found so monumentally hilarious was that one of the characters who's what was he called again?
He reminded me of Kurt Cobain, obviously the legendary lead vocalist and founder of Nirvana. Yeah, I don't like comparing Kurt Cobain now to this guy because because
this guy was a fucking insult, and he slipped on a piece of flesh.
Oh my god! How did you do that?
A piece of flesh? Are you kidding me? Dude, do you have any idea how hilarious that is? That's just... oh my god. And this film... I swear, this film might as well be porn. Because there's like another sequence of the film where like one of the protagonists of the film is supposed to be like a deadite, and she's snogging one of the female characters, and I'm like, what the fuck? I might as well be watching Pornhub. And this film just wastes my time because of how monumentally stupid the characters are. Like, again, the Kurt Cobain looking ass dude, he is so stupid. Like, me and Ollie just wanted him to fucking die. Like, I've not hated a character like this since fucking Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom or Madam Web. I've not felt that much suffering since, and that's quite some time ago. So, like, the story was just shit because we could not get invested in like the story at all. We couldn't get invested in the characters because they kept making stupid decisions. The dog we just did not care about and just found amusement in.
Because he's fucking grandpa.
Yes.
Kind of like, as soon as you say, oh, cute doggy, and then they say grandpa, you're like, oh, fuck the dog.
Yeah. The story was beyond predictable. Like, every time we made a guess, our guess came true, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, mainly you predicted a lot of things, especially near the end.
I'm shocked. Like, I was so shocked that I was able to predict this much. And I've never seen this film before, up until now. I don't know what else to say. I don't. I just genuinely hate this film. I love Evil Dead, and this film somehow fucks everything up. I had no immersion in this film. I've lost it. As soon as we knew that the dog was named Grandpa, our immersion broke. It just broke. And I don't know what else to say other than that. The story, the characters just failed to get me engaged. I think that's all I have to say. I'm deeply disappointed. Like a parent with his child. Deeply disappointed. Deeply ashamed. So, that's pretty much like all of those are my negatives. I don't have any mixed. I don't. I just have all is just filled with it's just negatives. So I'm gonna give this film.
We don't rate yet because remember we're ratings are gonna be anonymous until we watch that because otherwise, well, you can probably get an impression at least at the moment which is your least favourite. Yeah. But you never know. I'll watch that and be like, I don't know, but so you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, my thoughts. I have seen this before. And I am kind of me now looking back when I watched it for the first time 3 years ago.
I right? Look to it really quick.
Oh, you're going to throw it? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first time I watched this was 3 years ago. This was obviously the film just before Evil Dead Rise came out. So this was the last film I was going to be watching. And I actually, funny enough, I aspired the difference between this one and comparing the original to this. Like, I mean, yeah, there are certainly similarities between this and the original film, but the story had potential, but the execution just fell flat for me, mainly because of everything almost got fucked by the characters and their decisions, like Nerdtube just said earlier in his thoughts. Yeah, like, I think the good things, I will say, positives, as we always do first, try to anyway, is the atmosphere, some of the scares and tension was good, the cinematography was also good, the music, I mean, I know I said do positives first, I think that's all my positives, so the cinematography, the effects, like the gut, blood and gore was pretty gnarly, to be fair. I think so cinematography, sound effects, no, not sound effects, cinematography, atmosphere, special effects, yeah, I think that's what I'd really say positive wise. But yeah, this again, the film mostly failed due to the characters and their stupid decisions. Like, as I mentioned, the story had potential because obviously the original, it's just a group of friends go to this cabin that they got sold, or they said, oh, there's this empty cabin, and they just go in there and do it. Whereas this film has a somewhat of a plot of the fact that the reason why they're there is to take the main protagonist, Mia, to basically stop her addiction, which I thought, okay, that could be interesting. But again, just failed miserably because of what I just said, characters and stupid decisions. Honestly, it's 11 minutes, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you heard me earlier while you were in the toilet, but I actually somewhat liked this film when I first watched it. I think it was because it was different, and I hadn't watched it before, and I was like, oh, this is actually quite dark, because, I don't know, I think I said it when we talked about Army of Darkness, but I wasn't a fan of Army of Darkness initially, so coming back to this creepy, ultra creepy, atmospheric film tone, it was just like, whoa, this is actually really cool, like how that, but noticing the details with the characters and their decisions, which I don't know how the fuck I missed that out the first time I watched it. Sorry. Fuck.
So dumb.
Fuck. What was I saying?
I don't know now.
I don't know.
I've lost all trail of thought.
Yeah, so have I. But, yeah, it was disappointing. Like, I was hoping I was going to enjoy this, and hoping that Nerdtube was as well, because of how creepy it was. It was like such a change in tone to Army of Darkness. But, yeah, I was disappointed. Yeah. I don't think there's really much more to say, really. Obviously, I'm not going to give my rating, because, again, we want to keep our ratings anonymous until we go see Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Burn, that's Evil Dead Rise there. Speaking of Evil Dead Rise, we're going to be watching it in a second if we can. I don't know what time it is. Let me just quickly check. 25 to 2. Okay, yeah, we better get moving then. Right. Yeah, I know this review is probably the shortest in this review series so far, but yeah, I think we've pretty much said all of you had to say, really.
Just what else is there to say, to be honest?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, guys, let us know in the comments below what you think of the 2013 Evil Dead film. Did you like it? Maybe you got something more out of it than we did. Maybe you're on the same page as us. Maybe you didn't like it. What would you rate it? How would it compare to the other films? Let us know below. And yeah, we'll see you in the review for Evil Dead Rise.
Sayonara.
Bye bye.